Hey guys, gotta put these on. So today we're gonna talk about, I'm gonna explain how to communicate and talk with angels or spirits or dead loved ones or anybody really. So what this has to do with, to start, is your brain wave activity. So there's like 5 types of brain wave frequencies, and these are what they are. I'll name them off. Gamma, beta, alpha, theta, and delta. I think I said that right. Okay, so these are the natural cycles and functions that happens within our bodies. Okay, it goes from low to high. Gamma being the lowest frequency and delta being the highest. Nah, scratch that. I'm wrong. It's the other way around. The highest frequency to the lowest are from gamma down to delta, if that makes any sense. So the delta waves are basically your body resonating when you're asleep, and it's in its most relaxed state. It's restful position, per se. Now there's these 5 different brainwave frequencies, but I'm not going to talk about all of them. I'm going to talk about one specific one, because that's what this video has to do with, is seeing angels, communicating with the spirit world. And if you're wondering, I got the info right here, so it's all good. Okay, so this alpha wave state. This state usually comes to us when we're watching TV, in that a trance almost state. You're focusing on the television, right? So your whole body's in a lower resonating, vibrating state. So if you get in tune with that state, then, pretty much this frequency you can tap into through meditation, watching TV, merely relaxing. And so if you get connected with it just right, of which is also known to produce daydreaming effects on the person. Those of you that daydream a lot, you're in the alpha state a bit too much than you're supposed to. Let's say that. So this alpha state, this daydreaming state, if you will, it can be increased by the use of, or the drinking of, alcohol. And for you smokers, smoking marijuana, it brings you down to that alpha state. People talk about smoking and not having dreams. You don't dream when smoking weed. But the reason for that is because you're in the alpha state, mainly. So therefore life becomes more so like a dream. Instead of you have a dream, you wake up, you're in reality, go through the day, go back into the dream world, per se. Your life is now the dream world, if you will. This daydreaming like state. And this is also why in a lot of cultures they use herbs and medicines or psychedelics and things like this to increase the awareness of the mind or open up. And a lot of the times, to connect with the spirit world, they may be used as tools to help you get to what the goal you're trying to reach. Speaking to a family member, maybe, or a loved one. Now, this point is almost at the peak of being awake and drifting off to sleep, per se. You gotta tune into this frequency, though. And if you get good enough at it, I myself I was born with a gift or whatever, to seeing and hearing these aliens, per se. No, but I've always been in tune with connecting with dead family members and loved ones, and even people I looked up to that died. I got to have second chances, per se, with them. Anyways, now what you want to do is learn about these brain waves, the frequencies, and get into a proper, calming, relaxed environment. Oh, and also, like my bun, man bun. Anyways, get in a relaxing environment, meditate as much as you can, breathing exercises, yoga, whatever relaxes you. Even if it's watching TV, perfectly fine. Now, once you're doing it long enough that you feel something change resonation-wise within the body, you're not feeling exactly like you normally do. You're feeling super relaxed, right? Also, teas can relax you and help you swerve into the state. And by the way, I love this quote by Nikola Tesla. If you wish to understand the universe, think of energy, frequency, and vibration. That's what these videos are all about, yo. So listen and learn. So if there's a specific person you want to communicate with, you must put in intention and thought, and put out the energy of that person. You need to essentially call. You send out a call to that person to come. Okay? From my understanding, the spirit world is around us. Okay? So they are here. We just need to send a call, like, say their name. And they may just respond. Then, of which, when you sense something is in the room with you, when there is nobody there, you must listen closely. Usually they speak. You must listen because there's a natural ringing in the air. The natural frequency or whatever. You gotta tune into that, because that's at the pitch that their voices are speaking. Because you gotta remember, these spirits are energy, it's light. They're not as dense of voice. Like, I'm from dense, I'm physical, right? So my words are dense vibration, physical manifestation, per se. Now they are more quiet. Like the Holy Ghost, you must be quiet to hear, wrong, right type of stuff. And I have had full-on conversations back and forth, with some people, and other times it's just me and them staring at each other and like, is this for real? What? Nah. But, so once that the person you're trying to contact realizes that they are wanted, then they will come connect with you, for sure. if they know that you're open to hear them, to see them, and to communicate with them. It starts inside because you gotta be ready for this. You know? And also things to help is drinking pure water. Lots of it. Fast. You know? Just drink more fluids because your body is mostly fluid. And you want to get that light in. Go outside. You need a lot of light. Because you're connecting with light. Get a lot of light, for sure. And drink good water. Pure distilled water. Now, daydreamers spend a lot of their time in the alpha wave state. Of which, if you're spending too much time daydreaming in your head in the clouds, well, they're gonna tell you that you have ADD, or ADHD. Basically, attention in higher dimensions. But you gotta focus more if you're that extreme on that one. We obviously don't want to be stuck in one frequency, one brainwave state, because each one comes with its pros and cons. One, you may feel anxiety and stress and all this stuff because you're awake or aware, and the other one, you're asleep, you're unconscious. Also, this alpha wave state, brainwave state, it's at a frequency where the natural flow of information in the universe, it's resonating at that. So that's that information frequency. You tap into that and you listen and you get answers if you need answers to questions that you may have. Keep those questions in mind, because this is the time for answers. This is the time to communicate with loved ones, with spirits. Also, people call this the higher self, where, you can ask questions and then it will be answered, and we're in a certain state, the alpha state, and it's our mind, God, our higher self, the universe, it's answering. By the way, I hope you dig all this shit. This is another good quote by Nicola. Antisocial behavior is a trait of intelligence in a world full of conformists. And I just started thinking, like the holy men, the gurus and things, they meditate and they fast and they do all these spiritual rituals. And I realized they are in the alpha state a lot of the time, and they become aloof of reality, of what's really going on, because they're daydreaming so much. They're in another world. They're not here. I mean, they are here. Their physical body's here, but their mind, their consciousness, they're not here. Those people that you think are crazy, loony and stuff, it's not that they can't help it. They're stuck, per se, in a certain brainwave state. Also, what's real to someone else may not be real for you. What may be true and real for you may not be for someone else. If you have too little amount of this alpha state, then you can suffer from anxiety, high stress, insomnia, OCD. So really, if you're trying to get in tune with your loved ones and better health, basically, feeling good and more energetic and things like this, get into beta waves, or not, brain waves, and check out this alpha brainwave state. Because it's really deep and is really helpful. The alpha state becomes stronger also when your eyes are closed. Now remember this, because when don't expect to see spirits with these two eyes. No. And when people talk about the third eye, you already have two eyes, two perfectly good eyes to see and navigate through this realm. But what the third eye has to do with is looking within the soul. And actually, a sign that you're awakened or your third eye is open is that when you close your eyes, you should see a clear, bright, white light. Basically, almost like when you're dead and you're like, oh, the bright light. But yeah. But close your eyes, because if you close your eyes, your sixth sense or whatever is gonna pick up and work, and you're gonna, I wouldn't say it's so much imaginating it, because it's not. It's just as real as you and me here. Because you drift off into a different state of which you think is real. So technically, like, I can be sitting here talking to someone that's dead, totally having a conversation, and then another family member that's alive comes over and they're like, what are you, nuts? And I'm like, no, I'm just talking to Grandma, you know? They're like, what? Grandma? I don't see anyone. Yeah, that's where it gets a bit loony. But people will get over it. You will too. Because this is an actually really, really great gift to have or receive from the Most High. You can use it to help people, to help yourself get through trauma, or, you know, if a loved one died and you need to find out answers, this is good. This will help. So, I hope this helped you. You know, get calm, get relaxed, get in tune with these frequencies. Your body, you're a vibrational being. So get in tune with vibration, because everything is vibration. Once you understand vibration and frequency and energy, you have a more clearer picture of how the world is, how things work, and how we are made and how we are us. If you have any more questions, just, you know, comment away. Ask as many questions as you would like. Also, any video ideas, be sure to drop that below. Like, share, and subscribe for more, yo. The Dread.